connection problem again. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know. That's why I don't like broadcasting at day, because I don't know why my internet doesn't react that well at daytime, but it works well at night. But either way, Smackdown's fuck. I hate when we do this because cuts and parts. I hate episodes. I like them all together because it makes it much better. But whatever, it's cool. It's cool. As it will be the primetime players walking out with a win here against those Matadors in what is the way to start off their run at the end. I don't know. They're going to the Royal Rumble, these two. Simple as that. Let's regroup after that lost connection, and let's get this going. Up next, Heath Slater battles Christian for a spot in the Royal Rumble. Slater going to try to do something with his career. Christian trying to get the first promise that he's told Shane, you know. Just Christian does not want to go to Raw. Nope, he is trying to avoid everything to not go to Monday Night Raw. On the other hand, Heath Slater, you know, I had a chance to speak with him too. I got a chance to speak to a lot of people. But Heath Slater said, hey, this is a Royal Rumble spot on the line, and the Social Outcasts need to be represented there by me. You know, the Social Outcasts, we formed on main events, and you know, if I'm Stephanie McMahon or Shane McMahon, draft us all together to the same show, and we will make everything right for you guys. We will make everything good. We will be trending all day long. We'll do what you need us to do. And hell, give us a spot, give us whatever we need. I told Heath Slater, well, how does this relate to the Rumble? He's like, I'm not trying to relate this to the Rumble. I'm just saying, at the draft, keep the Social Outcasts together. Hashtag, keep the Social Outcasts together. And we'll see what happens if the Social Outcasts will stay together or not. But Heath Slater, like, we got to keep it together. We got to keep the group together. Hey, Mr. Shane McMahon, he begged Shane, hey, don't draft me to Raw. Don't let them draft. Keep me on SmackDown. And he said, I'm going to prove to you that I'm a man of my word. I'm a man of my word. If I'm a man of my word, you stay to your word, and you keep me. Shane has not answered back or anything about that, but Christian, so I'm going to win tonight, and I'm going to win the Rumble. And after that Rumble win, you got to make sure you draft me, because I'm going to have the spotlight for SmackDown's main event at WrestleMania. Captain Charisma, who has bleeded SmackDown blood, that blue blood, has bled it. And he's been the world champion. He's been here on SmackDown. He's hoping to keep it still on SmackDown, but he knows that if he goes to Monday Night Raw, the Authority will definitely look to just bury him and put him under 8 tons of crap. Christian telling Heath Slater, come at me. And Slater's like, okay, I'll come at you right there, man. Christian and Heath Slater coming after him. Heath Slater's coming after him. Heath Slater's punching him. Heath Slater's like, I got this. He's like, I'm coming after you. He's like, this is the battle you wanted, huh? And Christian walking away from Slater right here. The former world champion, Christian. And Slater comes in right here, trying to knock him out right there with that clothesline. And that's what exactly we need right now. Christian. Slamming into the steel steps right there. Heath Slater. Heath Slater throws him overboard. And Christian hits him right there with that right there. Big time uppercut, the back of the head of Heath Slater hits the steel post. And what, Christian, what are you doing? Christian's letting the ref count. And Slater coming back in. 9 count, and Heath Slater's like, are you serious? You were gonna try to beat me like that? Christian's like, yeah, I was gonna try to beat you like that. What's wrong with that? Like, what's wrong with a win like that? Christian, that's something different from Christian. Christian's not usually that coward, that guy like that, but he tries to get a win like that. I guess Christian's just desperate for a win right here, and desperate to prove to Shane McMahon that he belongs on SmackDown. And Christian right now, the fans are not liking that, but big boot to the face. As Christian got the match with Heath Slater, I don't think you really need to do much, but Christian tossing Slater out of the match again, sliding him outside to the mat, and Slater is on the outside with Christian. Christian sees an opportunity. I don't know what Christian keeps going over here for, but Christian keeps seeing something, a chance to toss Heath Slater over. The crowd still love him though, but they're not going to turn on him like that. And Christian running away. Heath Slater's like, I'm not going to lose this one. Heath Slater like, I'm not losing this one. Like, I'm not losing this one to you, man. Oh, referee's counting to 9. And Heath Slater back in it again. And Christian again. His plan backfires again to win the match that kind of way. But look, now Christian's got advantage right here. Point his. Heath Slater's, head just, took a nasty bounce right there. Christian just waits on his opponent, Heath Slater, right here. Smacks him in the back of the head. Lays him down right there. Are you kidding me? The spear, looking for the spear that Edge once used to use. Looking for the spear and spear. Down goes Slater, and Captain Charisma will be going to the Royal Rumble. And in a way that isn't Captain Charisma like though. This is a different Christian this year. A Christian that seems to want to win by any means necessary, just desperate for a win. He got it. But anything Christian wants to do, he begged his way tonight. Have you ever seen Christian really want to beg like that? Christian begged. He begged. Look at this. Look how he's celebrating this win. He begged Shane to keep him off of Raw. And the way he had this matchup, he should have never tried to get a count-out win. Christian, I don't know what's going on with Christian, but I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I mean, I'm happy that Christian's going to the Rumble, getting a chance again, but I don't know. Heath Slater. He's got something to say though. Heath Slater like, I got something to say, baby. He's like, I'm not. No. He's like, what does he got to say? Are you serious? This man just tried to rob me from a chance at staying, going to the Rumble. Why? I know things are changing around here, and I think people are thinking, social outcasts aren't a real thing, and they think they can just screw us around and get us a count-out win. But Christian, what the hell did you try to do to me? But you know what, Christian, if you're going to act like that, you're going to be that kind of guy, and you're going to think, I'm going to screw over Heath Slater. No, I'm not that guy to mess with, and that's not what's going to happen. So you know what, you people here, man? People need to realize that Heath Slater ain't no joke. Heath Slater ain't nothing to do with, man. And now that I'm not going to the Rumble, I'm going to the Rumble, what am I supposed to do? Huh? How am I supposed to headline WrestleMania? How am I supposed to give y'all that head, how am I supposed to give you that headlining moment, that WrestleMania, oh my God moment, and do the greatest show of all time? How am I supposed to be like, how am I supposed to win the Rumble now when I'm not even in the Rumble? Because Christian screwed me over. Christian, that's not cool, man. How about next week you put that spot on the line against me? Christian, huh? And you know what? I don't want a count-out kind of matchup. I want a matchup that's falls count anywhere. You and I, here on SmackDown with your Royal Rumble spot on the line, Christian. Huh? Come on, Christian. Do it. Do it, Christian. Do it. I don't know if Captain Charisma's going to take it, but I don't think Captain Charisma's going to do it. Put up his Royal Rumble spot. I'll have a reporter in the back send me a message right now, see if they'll do it, but Christian's going to the Rumble, Heath Slater's not. Up next, though, here on SmackDown, Curtis Axel will take on Tyson Kidd for another spot in the Rumble. And this is a big moment for both guys right here. Tyson Kidd, who had a hell of a matchup against Cesaro this past Monday on Raw, was invited by the Authority to get a measure of revenge on Cesaro. It didn't work out. They had a hell of a battle, Cesaro and him, but now he's got to deal with Curtis Axel tonight. Curtis Axel, who wants a spot, who wants to do something. This is your moment, Curtis. Are you better than perfect? Or we'll find out if he is better than perfect. This is another social outcast. And Tyson Kidd right behind him. Look at Tyson. Tyson, oh my God, come on, Tyson. Tyson Kidd, we've seen this kind of attack before from him. He comes up from behind and just attacks. And we saw this on Chris Jericho. And now he's trying to do the same thing on Curtis Axel. I don't know what kind of... The match never starts, Tyson. How are you supposed to get to the Rumble? I guess he's thinking maybe if I break him down. As Tyson and Curtis Axel are just going at it right now. Throws him and knocks down Curtis Axel. Curtis Axel trying to get to the Rumble. Trying to do something. A man who says, hey, he's been given no chances, nothing like that. And now he has a chance right here to get big and get a chance at it. And a kick right there. Tyson Kidd now knows it's solo time for him. He's going to have to do it better than Cesaro. Cesaro already has a championship matchup, though, but Tyson Kidd trying to get to the Rumble. Like a Curtis Axel laid out right there. You know, what do you do if you're what do you do if you're Curtis Axel right now? Curtis Axel thrown away. And Axel getting up slowly, but here comes Tyson Kidd with a punch right there. And look at Axel trying to find his footing here. These two are fighting in the crowd now before the fight even starts. Fighting at it right here. These two guys just going at it. They're back over here again. And Tyson Kidd's like, you're not going anywhere with me here. Oh, come on, Tyson. This isn't the way it should end. And Curtis Axel's laid out right there. Curtis Axel doesn't even know where he's at. Oh, come on to that. Are you serious? And look at Tyson. Tyson Kidd's going high risk. What's he thinking here? That's Curtis Axel now getting over here. Curtis Axel trying to find where Tyson Kidd's at. And Tyson tries to dive! And it ends up pretty bad for him right here. On that concrete, he dove onto it. And look at Curtis Axel like, I'm going to make you pay for that one right there. And Curtis Axel getting rid of the shirt and the... Getting rid of the shirt and the beanie. And Axel goes flying right there! Ref, there's no pinfalls out here. Come on, Axel. Curtis Axel now needs to get the fight back in here. But Curtis Axel's like, hey, I'm not going to go down without a fight here. Tyson, you better know that. Oh, right there. Smacking him right there. Straight on the step. on the steal right there. Axel's like, I don't really care much about you, man. He's like, I don't care. You try to sneak attack me and get me out of here and try not to let me go to the Royal Rumble, a spot that I need to be in. Axel lays out Tyson Kidd right there. That's Curtis Axel picking out Tyson. Lay him out right there, Axel. Axel just like, I gotta go somewhere. I gotta do something with my career. And oh, Tyson Kidd getting crawling up here. And Curtis Axel like, it's fine with me. It's fine with me. Let him think he can crawl up here and be safe. He's like, let's see what this guy can do. This match hasn't started yet officially, but the ref's not stopping it. He's letting them go at it. He's like, these two guys wanted to go at it. They're gonna go at it. Shot to the back of the head. And maybe Tyson did exactly what he wanted to do. He got Curtis Axel off the game. And look at where Tyson's going. Tyson's running. He's walking back down to the ring. That's Curtis Axel coming after him. And Axel running down the field right here. And that's a sledgehammer. Oh! The sledgehammer from Tyson Kidd's leader, Triple H. He's assaulting Curtis with that sledgehammer, man. And Tyson, DDT on the outside. Tyson Kidd's like, I'm going to the Royal Rumble no matter what. Tyson Kidd turning over. Curtis Axel looking for the pin, looking to go to the Rumble with that. Referee a little bit slow on this count, but I think it's enough to win. And a kick out by Axel. And Tyson's like, are you really? Like, really, referee? You do it again. Pinfall. 1, 2. And a kick out again. And Curtis Axel finding some heart, at least something within him right here, to do something about a counter right there by Axel. And Axel now. Neck breaker. Axel's like, there you go. Axel's like, this could be my chance. But we've seen Axel hit that neck breaker so many times and come up short just like that. And Tyson Kidd could be on the verge of losing one. Look, smack in the back of the head. And oh, Tyson gets out of that one. Tyson now. Oh, Tyson gets reversed. Curtis Axel. Flipping the script. Axel's like, I gotta flip the script here. I gotta go for something. And Axel's like, pinfall. So come on. 1, 2, 3. Axel's going to the Rumble. Axel finally gets that clutch win. And he'll be at the Rumble because of that clutch win. And maybe this is the beginning of a new leaf for Curtis Axel. Watch him celebrate. Watch him whip. Watch him nay-nay. You deserve the celebration. This is the moment you've been waiting for. The crowd a little happy for him, but not really because he's a social outcast member. But either way, it's like, holy crap, you know? Tyson's about to take the mic. I don't know what Tyson has to say. But this ain't gonna be pretty. This ain't gonna be pretty. I don't know what Tyson has to say. I don't really much care what Tyson has to say, but he has something to say. I want you all to overturn this decision right now. Shane, come on out here. This man attacked me. He attacked me before the match started. The match didn't even start. He put me in the ring. And he hit me with that cheap shot. That's not fair to me, Shane. That's not fair. I've had a week that no one should ever have. I've been screwed over by my former tag team partner. And now I'm being screwed out of the Royal Rumble. Hell, no. This is not the way it works out for me. The Authority do not want this, Shane. Reverse this decision right now before you feel the wrath of Stephanie and Triple H. Alright, do that right now. Do what's best for your own business here on SmackDown and keep Tyson Kidd in the Royal Rumble spot. or else, Shane, I'm just gonna run amok here on your show. I'm gonna attack everybody. I'm gonna break everybody's legs with a lead pipe. I'm gonna do that, and then everyone here on your SmackDown roster is gonna suffer because of your own fault. So put me back in the Rumble right now, because you know what? This stupid show, stupid SmackDown doesn't need a Tyson Kidd. Tyson Kidd doesn't need to be here. Okay? I'm going to Raw, where they'll treat me much better. They'll give me what I deserve. I should have been given a spot at the Rumble, and I had to earn it against a guy like Curtis Axel who hasn't won a big match ever. Well, Tyson Kidd upset. So I hope you understand right now, Shane, I'm not going to fight for a Royal Rumble spot because that's not what I deserve. I deserve to be given it, whether you like it or not, Shane. And Tyson Kidd, very kiddish right there. No pun intended, but very childish too. But yeah, Tyson Kidd demanding for a spot in the Rumble, and he lost right now. He's trying to blame it at Curtis Axel's snuck attack him, but it didn't happen. But that's what happens on SmackDown. As up next, we have the main event: Dolph Ziggler, Randy Orton against Daniel Bryan and Dean Ambrose, with spots on the Rumble on the line. The world champion and his opponent had to face off against the Intercontinental champion and the Viper, Randy Orton. So let's just say who's been in the Rumble tonight. Who got in it? Sheamus, Christian, Chris Jericho, Zack Ryder, Curtis Axel, Darren Young, Titus Neal, and The Big Show. And the last two spots are about to be filled up. Up next, and here comes the Intercontinental Champion, who now knows, hey, Randy Orton's not going to cash in that opportunity at the Intercontinental Championship anymore. So that now leaves Dolph Ziggler wondering who's going to challenge for my Intercontinental Championship if Randy Orton's really scared of me. You know, Dolph's not worried at all about the draft. He said, hey, whatever show gets me, and I'm going to carry my Intercontinental Champion in there. My Intercontinental Championship will come with me no matter where I go. And I'll be happy and I'll be proud to be the champion. So I'm not really scared about the draft. Anyone, any place. The Authority want to see me again? I don't think the Authority want me because they know what I can do to them. I've dethroned their champions before, and I'll do it again if I have to do it. But like I said, I don't really care about the Authority. And if Shane drafts me to SmackDown, that's perfectly fine too. It doesn't really faze me where I'm going. I'm still going to be Dolph Ziggler, and I'm going to keep doing what I do best, and that's showing off. But a man that does not want to stay on SmackDown, Randy Orton, has already made it clear that the Authority have promised that they will take him out of here. They will take him out of this spot. They will take him out of... I would like to see Randy Orton stay here on SmackDown. I think it's the best thing for SmackDown. Hey, Mr. Eric Park. Love and loves to hate. Randy Orton no longer holding that Intercontinental Championship. Very strange sight for me. Very strange, eerie sight. Man held it from Night Champions to tables, ladders, and chairs. Tables, ladders, and chairs seems to have been the night the Authority fell down, fell to pieces. Says he's on his last couple episodes of SmackDown before he goes back to Raw. You know, he said the Authority brought him here. No. What brought Randy Orton to SmackDown was him losing a match against John Cena where the loser would leave the brand. And he came to SmackDown and competed for the Intercontinental Championship and won it. That's how he came over to SmackDown. So Randy Orton, don't try to fool the crowd. I tell him the Authority brought you here, because they didn't. You probably would have still been on Raw had you actually been able to beat John Cena. Thank you for subbing, good sir. Appreciate the subscription. As here come their opponents, a man who could be the world champion at the Royal Rumble and could become the winner of the Royal Rumble. What a chance Daniel Bryan could have. What a way to start off the year for D-Bry. Alright, sorry about that. I just got a phone call right now. But yes, you wonder who this phone call's from. I'll tell you who this phone call's from. From your mother. No, I'm just kidding. I love you guys. Please don't be offended. It was actually from Dirty Dean Ambrose, who told me to make sure I keep calling him Dirty Dean Ambrose, the world champion, Dirty Dean Ambrose. Dirty Dean is here, and Ambrose, the world champion, ready to roll on SmackDown. Ambrose said, you know, maybe I get a Royal Rumble spot with Daniel Bryan and we win it, and I beat Daniel Bryan at the Royal Rumble because I respect the man. And it's a simple battle about this championship. It ain't a feud between me and him. We don't hate each other like that. Just the championship matchup that he wants, and I'm going to give him that. Because I'm a fighting champion. Anybody that wants my title can come after my title. But, you know, I feel like a spot at the Rumble can make things a little bit more intense, a little bit more wild. And then I can go for the WWE Championship, become a unified champion. As Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler, the Intercontinental Champion, will start things off with Daniel Bryan. And this could become a very interesting start of it, as Dolph looking at Daniel. Daniel and Dean, the favorites so far right now. And let's see what happens here. As Daniel Bryan and Dolph Ziggler starting this off the #1 contender against the Intercontinental Champion. And Dolph Ziggler gets countered now. Daniel counters it. Dolph Ziggler, like I said, these two guys are going to be able to counter anything they throw at each other. And Dolph now gets countered by Daniel. Daniel over to counter. And Daniel gets a big kick right there. Now here we go. Daniel Bryan trying to work something into it. Trying to make his life a little bit easier. Jumps over Ziggler and take down right there. Dolph Ziggler taken down right there by Daniel Bryan. And the Intercontinental Champion's like, okay, this is a good matchup. Then this is you and I in a matchup right here. Oh, turns us around. Oh, knee right there. Daniel Bryan. And now Ziggler again counters it right here. You know, both men tagging up with their rivals. Again, Daniel Bryan and Dean Ambrose will tell you they're not rivals. They're just fighting for the championship, for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, which is what they both want the most. And it's not a rivalry. It's not a hatred. It's nothing like that. It's just two guys wanting to fight for a championship. It's a battle of respect. That's what's going to happen there. But they gotta team up tonight with partners that are going to be on the side, as Randy Orton knows that Dolph Ziggler is the Intercontinental Champion because he beat him for that title. Ziggler does not like Randy Orton because Randy Orton has aligned himself with the Authority, and he believes the Authority are just a place of pure evil people who have used their power, people who just want to help out certain people, not everybody. They don't want to see the greatness for everybody. I'm not doing any more streams today. Well, probably like at later times, like in 3-5 hours from now, like 2 o'clock in the morning on the West Coast over here. I try to do at least a stream a day, keep the doctor away. But this is the main event of SmackDown, so it's probably like another 10 minutes left. Depends on this matchup right here between Dolph Ziggler and Randy Orton, and when they want to end this matchup. I don't know when they're going to end it. But Dolph and Daniel right now trying to please the crowd here in Sunrise, Florida. As here comes the suplex. And look at the suplex right here. Ziggler showing off his strength, showing it off into a pinfall combination, and this could be the match. And Daniel, Daniel almost lost that matchup for his team. And Dean Ambrose was like, okay, that could have been really bad for us right there. And the counter right there by Daniel. The counter by Ziggler. Counters are going to be ensuing here. Counter the knees. And Daniel again gets countered by Ziggler. And Ziggler was like, hey, we're both guys who've been here on SmackDown. You came over from Raw, and that's nice of you, but I've been Mr. SmackDown for a while here. As Dolph Ziggler going for a pinfall, the former world champion himself would tell Daniel Bryan some advice about the championship. It's going to be tough keeping that title. A neck breaker right there by Ziggler. Daniel Bryan needs to find something within him right now, as Ziggler is taking control. Look at Ziggler back to it again. Look at the neck breaker here. No. Yeah, neck breaker right there. That's how you work a win right there. That's how you work a win. That's how you become the champion. Ziggler trying to beat Daniel Bryan with that. Knows that Daniel Bryan has neck issues, and it is what it is. And Dolph is like, I'm not tagging you in, Randy. Like, I want to have my match with Daniel Bryan. This is the moment right here. Headbutt right there. Counter by Daniel. Daniel headbutts Ziggler. And oh no! Ziggler should have done the attack to Randy earlier. Randy is... There's a kick, more kicks. Oh. Thank you, man. Thank you. TNA Universe loves you too. Well, no, TNA Universe will be coming up soon, actually. I got the Cruiserweight tournament, and then I have the Facebuster and Divas episode And then we have Impact Wrestling, which we should be crowning. I believe we should be on the road to crowning a new Impact champion in the next episode. So we'll crown our Impact champion in the next episode of Impact, I believe. And Impact's going to have a lot of changes, a new roster. It's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be a pretty cool place to be for Impact Wrestling. Headbutt. And, try to go for the Famouser. And, he saw Daniel dodged that one. Daniel dodged it, and Daniel's holding up on the rope. Ziggler's giving him time to recuperate. If I was Ziggler, I would not let that happen, but maybe Ziggler's wrestling himself. Punches Daniel Bryan, and Daniel Bryan gets Famouser. And there's a pinfall right there. Ziggler going to try to beat Daniel with this, but a kick out by Daniel Bryan. And Randy Orton's like, I'm going to get my hands on this guy. And Ziggler's like, hey, bro. He's like, hey, don't do this. This is my, what are you doing? Like, this is my time. And Daniel, what the hell? And Ziggler gets shot from the back by his own partner, man. Like I said, this isn't going to work out. These guys aren't going to be on the best footing. Look at Daniel Bryan right now, taking it to Dolph. Dolph's going to have to figure out where he's at by himself as Daniel Bryan breaks him down again with these kicks. These kicks. Yes! And Daniel Bryan right now. There comes the times. Here come the tag into Dean Ambrose. Two enemies who will be facing off against each other for the championship at the Royal Rumble. Teaming up with a big boot. Dirty Dean Ambrose is in the ring now and looking to take down the Intercontinetal Champion. This is a champion versus champion match. And Dolph is like, I need the tag. And Randy Orton's only interested in this matchup because, well, hey, it's his Royal Rumble spot on the line. Remember, Randy Orton and Dean Ambrose know each other very well. Dean Ambrose trying to go after Randy Orton for that championship, the Intercontinental Championship. Orton was successful in his wins. Dean Ambrose had to move along, but he moved on and he cashed in for a chance at the World Championship instead. And that's all you needed. As right now, Randy Orton and Dean Ambrose in this ring again. Another uppercut right here. Throw him right over you, baby. And Randy Orton is in trouble. Dean Ambrose with the suplex right there. Dean Ambrose. It's like, hey, I'm the world champion for a reason. Orton, you might have had my number back then, but now guess what? You ain't got my number, do you, Orton? Orton laid out right there. The Apex Predator on the verge of losing this one for his team, and he hasn't even done much in this one. Clothesline. Dirty Dean Ambrose. Going high risk. Elbow. Oh, Orton gets off the way. Orton gets off the way. And he takes down Ambrose. Orton smart, calculated. The Viper. Just waited for Dean Ambrose to get in the right spot and laid him out. Oh, right there on the rope. That's gotta hurt. I don't care if you say it doesn't hurt. It's gotta hurt. Randy Orton with that DDT of his. Watch this. DDT. Lays out Dean Ambrose. Pinfall. Orton's like, this is the win. This is the way you win a match. And a kick out by Dean Ambrose. Ambrose gets out the way. Ambrose puts down Orton and tells Ziggler, if you touch me, I swear to God, this isn't going to end well for you. And look at Dean. Dean's waiting for it. And Dolph's like, I'm not going to drop you. I'm not going to disrespect you like that. Dean Ambrose with that elbow of his. And Ambrose waiting for Orton to get up. Here comes Dirty Deeds. The Dirty Deeds. Dirty Dean Ambrose with the Dirty Deeds. Pinfall. 1, 2. And that's it. Oh my God. Oh my God! Ambrose and Bryan are going to the Rumble together. They're going to be in the Rumble. Ziggler's looking at Orton like, did you just cost me my spot in the Rumble? What? Dolph Ziggler cannot believe that Randy Orton has just lost them their spot. Wait, what? How are you going to have the world champion? How are you going to have the world champion in the in the Royal Rumble? I thought it was just going to be a silly joke. But the world champion, doesn't matter if it's Ambrose or Bryan, will be in the Royal Rumble. What the hell? I'm sorry, but what the hell? What the hell is... I don't understand this. Why? 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 What the hell is... And where does this... I don't know where this is gonna go, but ladies and gentlemen, you must tune into the next Smackdown to figure out what will happen with these guys. I'm clueless. Orton and Ziggler. Orton's in disbelief. Dolph Ziggler's just infuriated with the chance that he's not going to the Rumble and not going to get a chance to headline WrestleMania. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Thursday Night Smack. I'm just in disbelief right now. Thank you guys. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see y'all later.